I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. According to Wikipedia, the USS Scorpion was a schooner of the United States Navy during the War of 1812. She was the second USN ship to be named for the Scorpion. The British captured her on the 6th of September 1814 and took her into service as HMS Confiance. She was placed in ordinary in 1817 and broken up in 1831. Scorpion was launched in the spring of 1813 at Presque Isle, now Erie, Pennsylvania, probably by Noah Brown of New York, for service on the Upper Great Lakes during the War of 1812. Scorpion, commanded by Sailing Master Stephen Champlin, first cousin to Oliver Hazard Perry, operated with Commodore Perry's squadron on Lake Erie during the summer and fall of 1813. On the 10th of September 1813, she participated in the Battle of Put-in Bay, Lake Erie, which resulted in the defeat and capture of the British fleet. Scorpion had the distinction of firing the first and last shot in the battle, in which she lost 2 men. At the close of the action, she and Tripp pursued and captured the fleeing British schooners Chippeway and Little Belt. After Perry's victory, Scorpion assisted General William Henry Harrison's forces, operating in the Thames River area, by transporting troops as well as stores and ammunition captured from the enemy. During the winter of 1813 and 1814, she was laid up at Erie, Pennsylvania. From May 1814 to September 1814, Scorpion cruised on Lake Erie and Lake Huron, cooperating with the Army in the Detroit area by transporting troops, staking out the flats through the St. Clair River, and blockading the enemy at the Nottawasaga River and Lake Simcoe. On the 6th of September 1814, while on blockade duty on Lake Huron, Scorpion, under command of Daniel Turner, was surprised and captured by the former American schooner Tigress, which also had been taken by the British a few days earlier. Both vessels and prisoners were taken to Fort Mackinac. Scorpion was subsequently taken into the British Navy as the 4-gun schooner Confiance, which, along with Tigress, according to local legend, was later sank in Georgian Bay, Lake Huron, off of Ontario. In fact, both vessels were laid up and dismantled at Colborne Basin, Ontario. According to Wikipedia, HMS Chippewa, or Chippeway, slang variation, was the mercantile schooner Chippewa, built and launched in 1810. The British brought her into service as HM schooner Chippewa, sometimes recorded as Chippeway. The United States later captured her at the Battle of Lake Erie and brought her into service as USS Chippewa. A storm drove her aground in October 1813, where a British force burned her in December. The small mercantile schooner Chippewa, built in Chippewa, Ontario, Canada, in 1810, was under the command of builder Captain Anderson Martin, or perhaps his brother Captain Bud Martin, and trading on the Great Lakes. At the outbreak of the War of 1812, she was ferrying supplies and furs. The British initially armed Chippewa with 2 guns and brought her into the Provincial Marine under the command of Lieutenant Rolette. During the 1-month armistice in August 1812, Chippewa carried General Isaac Brock on Lake Erie. She was armed with only 1 gun and under the command of Master's Mate J. Campbell, when on the 10th of September 1813, the American sloop Tripp captured her during the Battle of Lake Erie. The Americans concentrated their fire on the larger British vessels, and Chippewa came under fire when she went to help them. The Americans then captured her and Little Belt while they were trying to escape. Her only casualty was Campbell, who was slightly wounded in the action. The Americans took her into service as USS Chippewa under the command of Acting Midshipman Robert S. Tatum. She then carried the baggage of the 27th and 28th Regiments of the Infantry from Put-in Bay, Ohio. A storm on the 12th of October drove Chippewa ashore near Buffalo. A storm on the 25th and 26th of October drove Little Belt, Tripp, and Ariel ashore too at Buffalo. All efforts to refloat them failed, and on the 30th of December, the British landing party that captured the Navy Yard at Black Rock, New York, now a neighborhood of Buffalo, burned them during the Battle of Buffalo.
Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah.